Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video. It is the year 2266 and the Screk entity continues to exist despite being surrounded on all sides by hostile empires. I don't really blame them. We are a devouring swarm after all. I would not like that either if I was them. We are continuing to rebuild our fleet. We are almost at full capacity, and we are preparing to take on some crystalline entities that keep destroying us. We've got a few potentially habitable worlds in our space, and I'm thinking about starting to terraform at least one of them. But I think this one over here is probably going to be our best bet because it is a continental world. It is a size 24 continental world, and so we will only need a small amount of terraforming to make it into a tropical world, which is ideal for the Screk. And also, the crystalline entities that our fleet is preparing to take out are these right here in this same system. So it seems like synchronicity. I feel like we're destined to go to this planet next. But the problem, you can see all the red on this galactic map. Everybody hates us, as I said. But the bigger problem is that 5 of these empires have now joined together into a federation known as the Galactic League. So if I attack one of them, the rest of them will theoretically join in. Of the empires that are close to me, only the League of Faux is not part of the Galactic League, and that is an important piece of information, as you will see here in a second.
War has been declared against us.
When the League of Faux declares war against us. So we've been building our fleet in preparation to take on crystalline entities. I don't know how they'll do against the Faux, but the Faux and the Cloud are rivals. So the Faux will not be approaching us this way. They will have to approach us over this way. There's only one way they can approach and attack. So that's good. I won't have to send, I won't have to split my fleet up and send them to 2 different places. They will have to come up this way, and we can just sit and wait at a choke point and wait on them to arrive in our space. And maybe I'll even have time to construct a defensive fortress or defensive space station of some kind. I don't know if I'll have time to do that or not, but I'm not feeling too worried about this, to be honest, at this point. I think this is going to be okay, but we'll see. Like I said, we are constructed to take on crystalline entities. But nonetheless, there we go. Our heroic ships are leaving our home planet, our home spaceport, and preparing to defend Screk entity space once again. Never mind that we have failed doing that several times already. But at the very least, we did manage to get our fleet into position over here. I decided to have them wait here in this system. There are some enemy creatures in this system here, and this is where the Faux will have to approach through this system, and there are crystalline entities here. I didn't get a good look at these things when I first found them, and so I wasn't sure they were crystalline entities, but I made a point to zoom in and check them out there. So there are several groups of crystalline entities. The Faux will have to approach from that star system, which means they will enter this star system right about here. And I don't know if they have to go through the system to actually warp out, and therefore they would probably have to take on some crystalline entities while they're there. I really don't know how that works. But never mind that. at least for the moment, because we have a tradition point to spend. So we're going to go here into the prosperity tree. This is what we've been working on here for a while. There are a couple of options here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take this one that lowers our building upkeep cost. So that should help our economy. But here we go.
Research complete. Hostile fleet detected.
Hostile fleet detected. And unfortunately, a chill has just run down my spine because the hostile fleet has a military strength of 4.8. And we are, what, like 3.5 or something like that? Those numbers, they don't mean everything, but they also don't mean nothing. So I'm nervous now. I am nervous now, I admit. So they've warped directly into the system where my fleet was waiting. 3.5K. We're going to go for it, though. We'll set my fleet to attack. But it appears that they are warping out. They're not even going to bother dealing with us here. I would like to think they're running away, but I don't believe that's the case. So they've warped into another system of ours. And my fleet is taking on a small group of transports.
Situation log updated.
So they were intending to use those transports to attack and occupy a planet. I assume the planet that I have there colonized.
Research station lost.
But on the way, they are attacking some of my mining stations and research stations. But while they're doing that, our fleet catches up with them. And it doesn't seem to go too badly right away, but it is pretty apparent that they are wearing our numbers, wearing us down more than we're wearing them down. And I should retreat at this point. I should. I know it. I know it at the time. I know it now as I'm watching this footage again. I should have retreated, but I never retreat. If you've watched my my videos, you know that I don't do that. I don't do the smart thing and retreat, and therefore my fleet is destroyed once again. So now we are completely defenseless once more. Taking a look at the combat statistics, they were doing their damage with lasers and with missiles. So knowing that, I can try to prepare for the next engagement with the faux show whenever that happens. But for now, in the year 2269, we are once again without a fleet. Everybody still hates us. That's going to be the case throughout the entire game. So I honestly don't know how long this series will last. It may end up being much shorter than the other series, but we'll see. And we'll see what happens next in the next video. But for now, thanks for watching.